Hello, good day everyone. So this is Jobran once again. So I hope you are all doing fine and I hope you feel so great. Okay, so for today's vlog is I'll be explaining to you a little bit about history. So I'll be talking about our lesson number 3 in the subject of reading visual art. And our topic for today is the early beginnings of art in the Philippines. So let's go back in time. Okay, so the art is everywhere. We love art. Okay, so since as Filipinos, we also love our culture, we express our love for our culture through art. So that is the wellspring of Philippine art. Okay, Filipinos are very artistic. We love to make designs. We love to create something new. And when you talk about art, it reflects the artfulness of the people since prehistoric times. So when you say about prehistoric times, it was a long time ago. It was probably 500,000 years ago, and it's very good that we are good at this thing, no? We also expressed our work of art in painting, sculpture, architecture, music, and dance. So we will not be talking about music and dance because our focus for today is more on arts, and these are the painting, the sculpture, and the architecture. So let's go back in time. Okay, so the first expression of art can be traced from prehistoric times, which date some 500,000 years ago. We were not yet born, we were not yet here on earth, no? So by tracing the pathways of art in this country, we can acquire a richer, a fuller understanding of the spirit and the inner life of the people. When you say about a richer and fuller understanding of the spirit and the inner life of people, we're talking about their emotions. We are talking about their lifestyle, their lives by our forefathers, by our ancestors, and that is the start of the development of art. Okay, so we have a lot of indigenous art forms and national treasures, but it is more focused only on archaeology. So when you talk about archaeology, we'll also be talking about, you're only studying about the physical remains, the original beauty. So they are interesting, yes, and revealing, but they do not produce aesthetic enjoyment. Okay, so probably they are not using some colors and not improving the design. So possibly that is the reason why they are considered that they are not producing aesthetic enjoyment. So again, because of that, foreign traders played a major role in the development of art in the Philippines. So the foreign traders came into the Philippines to develop the art in the Philippines. So a great number of trade potteries, porcelain, and stonewares have been recovered in the Philippines, and that is a great evidence that casual trading is also experienced by our people long time ago. So we also have some artworks in the graves of pre-Spanish Filipinos, and especially those people who are living in a mountain people and cultural minorities. Okay, so Chinese wares produced in the 11th or 13th centuries were exported to the Philippines, Japan, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Okay, so because of the influences of the foreign traders of our neighboring countries, so this also shows the development of glass technology and art weaving in the Philippines. So there's a lot of development because of the influences from our neighboring countries. They're also having various archaeological sites. They're also using some beads, some bracelets made of glass. They're also using some pottery making. So this is because of a lot of influences, no, during the prehistoric times to Neolithic period. When you talk about the Neolithic period, no, this is the time wherein people also developed their ways of living, that they know how to plant, they know how to improve themselves better, no, and it became a highly developed technology. So this is the reason why the art of pottery became sophisticated. Hence, the period became known as the age of Philippine pottery. Okay, so influences from our neighboring countries made themselves felt during Metal Age. primarily through trading. So one of the reason why we are having this art no through time because of trading, because a lot of people are exchanging their goods and services. They're also trading their they're also doing some trading with their own designs. So probably those are the reasons why we are practicing that casual trading until now. Okay, so we have a lot of archaeological sites here in the Philippines, and we're also exchanging a lot of things, no? So we have some porcelain, we have a lot of very beautiful artwork. If you are interested, no, to buy that one, no, it's very expensive, no, especially if that is a good work of art. So the archaeological site in Manila, for example, Santa Ana, no, district suggests that the China trade stimulated in the resettlement of new Filipino communities near the base and major rivers to enable the inhabitants to participate more effectively in the trades. So it's more about trading. So the Santa Ana archaeological record reveals that the residents of the site acted as middlemen in the trading of Chinese porcelain and other products in neighboring countries. So that is also a good sign, no? That we also involve ourselves into trading. So another archaeological site in the strip of Calatagan Peninsula in Batangas. Okay, so they also have this one, a Chinese pottery. About 70% of the Chinese pottery was of Chinese origin. So although when you talk about trading, there's also some negative, no, and positive effect, no. So because of trading, a lot of our marine and river resources has also been exploited. So they're also experiencing that one because of the casual trading, because of this development, no. And I think it's very common, no. So once we are investing to this one, people also experiencing a little bit of exploitation. Okay, so a lot of foreign archaeologists in the Philippines, no, in published literature from cited that tens of thousands of Oriental trade wares in the country which originated from South China, Thailand, and Vietnam. So tens of thousands of our trade wares here in the Philippines, it all originated from South China, Thailand, and Vietnam. So as what you can see for our porcelain, for our design, so it's more or less, it's more influenced by the culture of China, the culture of Thailand or Vietnam. Okay, so we are also influenced by a lot of things when you talk about art. We also have the Islamic influence, the influence from our neighboring countries, the influence from a lot of people. So when you talk about art, it talks about our love for our culture. So since they are coming into the Philippines, they're also showing their love of their culture, especially Chinese people. No, they're also showing their love of their culture through their artwork. So now, since Filipinos, we also love doing our such work of art. We also want to express our love of our country through art. So we also now experiencing a lot of art exhibit just to showcase our talent and skill that is made by Filipinos. So it all started with the influences of our neighboring countries. Until now, we're also practicing that one. So there's a lot of representations when you talk about art. We have our decorative or ornamental art. We have our Islamic influences. So we're also influenced by a lot of things. The art waving. What else? There's a lot of influences wherever we go. And Bajo people also have also influences us. For example, with their own cultural heritage, no? So when you talk about art, it really depends on the cultural heritage. It is the start of the wellspring of Philippine arts. And until now, art being artistic, no, in our as Filipinos, no, we love to do this kind of thing because we also love to share our ideas, our thoughts, our feelings to other people, and that is the beauty of art. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you are learning from this very quick discussion about the early beginnings of art in the Philippines. It was dated 500,000 years ago during our prehistoric times, our forefathers, our ancestors. Art is there, and art has been developing before and until now. We are still using that. We have our own designs, our artistic side. We can express our art through painting, sculpture, architecture. So let's all focus on that, and let's all be mindful with the beauty of the art that is reflected in us. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you again for my next video blog. Thank you and God bless you.